Then another important thing we shall define what a voltage is. Suppose we have an element. In this element, we would like to find out what the voltage is between A and B. And suppose we have a charge and we start here and go about to this point, we have to do some work. That work we shall call it as W. So, we define the voltage VAB between these 2 points A and B as VAB as the energy needed to move the charge from one point to the other. So, VAB is, this is the energy needed to move this charge between the limits A and B. So, the voltage across the element will be shown as plus and minus, which depends upon whether we are exerting the work or work is done by the element. Then we shall illustrate that with a very small example. An energy source gives 2 amperes for 10 seconds in a bulb, and if the energy consumed is 2.3 kilojoules, calculate the voltage. So, what is given here is charge is given and energy is given. So, how to find out the charge? Charge is current into time. So, current is 2 amperes here, time is 10 seconds. So, we get 20 coulombs now, and the energy spent is given as 2.3 kilojoules. So, which is equal to 2300 divided by this charge 20, which is equal to 115 volts. Now, we shall define what power is. Power is the time rate of expanding or absorbing energy measured in watts. So, that is why if certain energy is spent in a particular device like this, let us say the spent energy is dW and that is spent in a time which is equal to dt, then dW by dt is the power by definition. Suppose we put dW by dq multiplied by dq by dt, this is the same as this. Suppose these two are get cancelled. So, we have inserted dq in the denominator and the numerator. With this, just now we found out that this is the voltage and this part is the current, dq by dt is the current and energy divided by the charge is the voltage. That is why power is expressed in terms of voltage and current. Power is instantaneous voltage multiplied by instantaneous current. So, P is V into I. In a particular situation, let us say in this particular example, the voltage is 4 volts between A and B, 4 volts is between A and B. The current flowing through this element is 3 amperes. So, voltage is 4 volts, current is 3 amperes, we get 12 watts as the power that is dissipated in this particular element. In a whole circuit, the total power, if you measure, it will be equal to 0. What it means is, the power expended will be equal to the power absorbed. Let us take a small example. Suppose if the current is varying sinusoidally like this, I equal to 5 cos 60 pi t, that is the current, and if V equal to 3 di by dt, in a particular element the voltage is expressed in this fashion, 3 di by dt, find the power delivered. So, what is the solution? The solution is to multiply the current and the voltage, instantaneous current multiplied by instantaneous voltage, we will get it as the power, instantaneous power. So, let us first find out V, because V is given in terms of I and I is changing in this fashion. So, 3 di by dt is the voltage, 3 di by dt is the voltage that is given. And what about I? I is 5 cos 60 pi t, 5 cos 60 pi t, that we will differentiate with time. So, we get 3 into 5 into minus 60 pi into sin 60 pi t. which is equal to minus 900. So, multiplication of 3, 5 and 60, minus 900 pi sin 60 pi t. So, we got the voltage in terms of this. So, voltage is also varying sinusoidally, current is varying sinusoidally. So, what about the power? Power is V into I. So, this is V, just now we have calculated this part is V and this is I, that is what is given here. So, at a particular moment, let us say t equal to 3 milliseconds, we substitute t here and also here. So, we get this value which is equal to minus 6.396. So, what is the meaning of this minus sign? That means power is delivered by a device which is equal to 6.396 kilowatts. Now, let us see, this is a particular situation in a circuit. We have here a voltage source, then a power absorbing source element here, another power absorbing element here, and this is a dependent voltage source. Now, the problem is we have to calculate the power supplied or absorbed by each of the element in this particular figure. Let us first of all take this one. This is a voltage source whose voltage is 20 volts and the current is coming out of this source from plus terminal. If the direction is out of this source, then we take it as minus. So, that is why the P1, the power delivered by this source, is given as 20 into minus 5, which is equal to minus 100 watts. Then what about this? Power is entering into the plus sign, that is why power is absorbed by this particular element. So, P2 is 12 volts multiplied by 5 amperes, which is equal to 60 watts. This is plus sign. And what about this? P3. P3 is the again an element which absorbs the power. So, P3 is 8 volts multiplied by 6 amperes. Through the plus sign it is entering. So, 48 watts. And then what about the P4? P4 is the 8 volts is the voltage across this and the current flowing is minus 0.2 I. So, that is why it is minus 8 watts. Suppose you add all these things, minus 100 plus minus 8, this is 108 watts minus, and here if you add these two you get 108 watts. So, the net power is equal to 0. What it means is the power delivered by the sources is exactly equal to the power absorbed by the other elements. So, we know very well that the energy in a particular system can be found out if we know the power and the time duration. So, the energy is integral P dt with the time limits t0 and t. Between these two time limits, this is the energy that is delivered. So, energy absorbed or energy supplied by an element from time t0 to t is given by W equal to integral P dt. So, energy is the capacity to do work which is measured in joules, but joule is a very small unit. So, in electrical engineering usually energy is measured in kilowatt hours, we call that as 1 unit. So, kilowatt hours, 1 kilowatt hour is, kilo means 1000 and then hour is 60 into 60, this is 3600. So, we will get 3,600,000 joules as equal to 1 kilowatt hour, or usually we call it as 1 unit. Let us see a very small example. Suppose we have an electric bulb of 100 watts capacity and then in 2 hours how much energy is consumed. So, what is given is the power and time. So, how to find out the energy? Energy is power into time. So, power is 100 watts and time is, time we have to express in seconds. 2 hours means 2 into 60 into 60. which is equal to 720,000 joules. So, we can express the same thing in terms of kilowatt hours, with which we are very familiar. Again, the formula is the same, 100 into 2 hours, it will be 200 watt hours. So, this divided by 1000 will give us 0.2 kilowatt hours or simply 0.2 units. So, if you have a bulb of 1000 watts and if you make it glow for 2 hours, the consumption of power energy is 0.2